Can anyone tell us what is the notation for the marginal cost? And I put it here.
C prime of x.
That's it. If I had asked marginal profit, what would you have said?
E prime.
Of course. And the revenue, R prime. Good. So now this is the linearization. We need to remember the formula. So the formula is f of a plus f prime of a times x minus a, where a is given to us as a number, whatever it is. Now, what is the relationship between the exact change in y and the approximate change in y? What is the relationship between these two?
Almost the same.
Exactly, almost the same. Thank you very much. We have a function. It's 4 natural log to power 3. Can anyone help us with the derivative? How do we differentiate this? 4 times natural log to the third power. We want to determine f prime. I didn't mean that. And we want to determine dy. Can anyone help us with the derivative of this function? Anyone, please? What do we do first? What do I have to write? Any courageous soul, please? No one. Okay. So we bring down 3. We multiply by 4. I subtract 1 from the power times the inner function prime. Can anyone tell us what is natural log prime? What does it equal to?
1.
Natural log prime.
Oh, E.
Careful. Natural log prime.
1 over x.
1 over x. So condensed, if you want, will be 12 natural log squared, everything over x. Now I would like to determine dy for the same function. How do I write that? How do I write dy for the same function? So this is the derivative of this function, and this is the differential of this function. How do I write it? Anyone, please? How do I write the differential for the same function? Anyone, please? Anyone?
I honestly thought that they were the same thing.
So let's go back. That's okay. That's why I'm always begging my students to redo the notes. The derivative is this. The differential is this. So they will never be the same. The derivative is one thing, the differential is something else. So how do I write the differential for this function? Anyone, please?
It's 4.
So it's 12 natural log x to the second power divided by x times,
Oh my God, I don't. Dx.
times dx. That's the only difference. So the difference between f prime and dy is only the fact that we have to multiply by dx. Is exactly the same thing with the derivative, but we need to multiply by dx. Awesome. Okay, now the formula for f of x plus dx. Since I came down here, I'm just gonna do this. So this is approximately. Do we remember the formula for f of x plus dx? And it's exactly the same thing. So it will be f of x plus f prime of x times dx, the minor error between x and a. So it's the same thing for x, and this is the dx. I needed to refresh your memory on this one because this is what we're going to do next. Look at an example with this situation. But I'm ready for your questions. Anything that you would like to ask, please? Anything that you want to go back to? Anything? Any questions? I'm opening the book at 3.6. Anyone? Any questions? Any clarifications required? Anything, please? Okay.
I'm looking on Pearson. Can you give me 1 second?
Sure, absolutely. I'm going there right now, and we are looking at chapter 3. We're looking at 3.6. And we want to look at page, I have the page 342. Where's my keyboard? Okay. So I like to look at something like this with marginal cost or marginal profit. It doesn't matter. You choose. Marginal cost, marginal profit, marginal revenue. So I like to choose a problem. If you want to choose, please feel free. If not, I will choose 29.
We have one from
Yes.
The assignments.
Yes, any problem. Yes, please. And then we'll go
can't-
back to 29. Yes.
I can read it out, I guess, what it said.
Do you want me to go to the assignments?
It's section 3.6.
Yes.
Question number 9.
Number 9. So let me go there. What am I looking for? Okay, assignment manager. If it's a little different, you can give me your own problem. That's fine too. So I want to preview. And we're previewing problem 9. Let's take a look. Maybe there is something that we are doing today. Maybe we didn't get to that. Oh, no. Okay. The average cost for a company to produce X unit. Is this the problem? Am I correct?
Yes, but my numbers are just different.
I will copy the problems the numbers you are giving me. So just give me 1 second to read it, and then you'll tell me what needs to be written correctly. The average cost for a company to produce X units of a product is given by the function, as we know, A of X.
I have 11x plus 900 over x.
11x plus 900 divided by x?
Yes.
Perfect. 11x plus 900 over x. Good. Use A prime of x to estimate the change in average cost as production gets from 200 units to 201 units. Very good.
This one is 150 to 151.
Excellent.
I guess
Excellent. Good. Yes, it won't make any difference. So it says use A prime. So it doesn't say find the exact. It says use A prime to estimate. In other words, find the approximate change in the average cost function as production goes from 200 units to 201 units. And that's exactly what I was going to do today, but we'll start with this. That's even better. Awesome. So remember, we are basically asked to determine dy. So this is the approximate change, because delta y will be the exact change. They don't want this. They want this. What is the formula for dy? For a of x. So we have a function a of x. This is not important right now. We have a function a of x, and I need to find dy. What will be the formula for dy? We wrote it there. Yes.
Multiplied by d of x.
Exactly. So it's a prime of x times dx. Dx is the minor change. Well, it happens that dx will be 1 for us. Now we're going to differentiate this function and put it here, and that will be the approximate change. However, we always look at the function carefully before we start. So when I want to differentiate this, because I see one term in the denominator, what am I going to do? What did we do in the past when we saw one term in the denominator? Anyone, please? Anyone remembers what we did with when we had one term in the denominator? I'm going to copy it here. Yes, you can use the quotient rule, but we can do something else better first, quickly. So what is it? What am I referring to? What did we do in the past with something like this, with one term in the denominator? Only if it's one term. If it's two terms, I won't. I can't. Anyone remembers?
If you take the reciprocal.
No, we separated into a number of fractions that we see here based on number of terms at the top. 11x over x plus 900 over x. I can do this because it's one term in the denominator. I'll simplify, and I get 11 plus 900 over x. This is easier to differentiate. So when I differentiate now a prime, what is the 11 prime? What does it equal to?
0.
Yes. So now I have 900, and now I have to differentiate 1 over x. We talked about that formula many times before. What is 1 over x prime equal to? What does it equal to?
-1 over x squared.
Excellent. So when I multiply by -1 over x squared, I can write it nicely. Very good. Thank you so much. Like this. This is it. I plug it in there. So then dy equals -900 over x squared times dx, which is 1. So what is x? Well, x is 150. So all I have to do is plug in 150 in here. So x is 150, dx is 1. So where's my calculator? Because for this, I don't have to share the screen. It's too easy. I don't know what they want, so let's read again. How do they want the answer? The change in the average cost is approximately, okay. Oh, that's a different problem. It's 200 to 201. Okay, so what do I have here? -900 divided by 150 squared. I got -0.04. Did you enter it? You're muted.
Yes.
Okay. Is it okay? Do we understand the problem? Yes? No? Every step? Questions?
Yes.
So we have a question, or is it okay?
I understand it now.
Okay, awesome. This is exactly what I wanted to do with problem 29. So it's a perfect example to start with. Okay, so let's go back now to the book. I don't know if it's still open. You may or may not be when I go to a problem. Yeah, the book disappears. Let me see. Is it still somewhere else? No. Okay, never mind. No worries. Are there other questions? Anybody? Other questions till I find that page again? Other questions?
I have a general question.
Yes, yes.
Will you post another practice quiz?
Uh, you mean a test with solutions?
Yeah.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
tonight after class. Applications, back to 3.6. And back to, what was the page? Yeah, 342. So that's exactly a perfect ease into the problem. Thank you. That was a great question. Okay, it was 342. Enter. Okay, so we were looking, I think, at marginal revenue. Okay, very good. So let's go back. So that's again problem 29, and this is page 342. So let's work on this. Pierce Manufacturing determines that the daily revenue in dollars from the sale of X lawn chairs is this. Fine. R of X equals 0.005 X cubed plus 0.01 X squared plus 0.5 X. Good. What is the, so they are currently selling 70 units daily. So X equals 70 units per day. Fine. What is the current daily revenue? Daily current revenue. So what do you think we need to do? The current daily revenue. They're producing 70 units per day. What will be the revenue per day? How do I determine that? What do I have to do?
Plug in 70.
Exactly. In the revenue, I will plug in 70. R of 70. You know what I like? I don't like to punch it in. What if I need to punch it in again and again? So I like to present the function or enter the function in the graphing calculator, so I have it there for whatever I need it for later on. So 0.0 two zeros, 0.5 X cubed, and then plus 0.01 X squared, and then plus 0.5x. I see the function, I can check and see if I entered it correctly. Yes, I did. And I go to second in table, and I will plug in 70. That's all I need for now. And highlight, just to make sure you see everything, 1799. So that's the revenue when they manufacture 70 units per day. So this is the revenue per day. What is the marginal revenue? Marginal revenue when 70 units are sold. So in question B, part B, they want us to find the marginal revenue when 70 are sold. How do I do that?